The views and opinions expressed in this program are not necessarily those of its host, Urban Arts Enterprises, its advertisers, or affiliates, and are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities that they may represent. Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? Y'all know what time it is. It is, once again, 7 o'clock on a Tuesday. You know, we ought to make a song like that. 7 o'clock on a Tuesday.
Yeah, that's a good
to
one.
introduce the show.
Got
What's up, y'all?
music people. Somebody
Yeah.
can help you.
No doubt. Man, look, we just got off the plane a little while ago. Got in here, had to get this show ready for y'all for this evening. That camera's a little bit out of pocket. What you think? I need to fix that. Let's see, we go this way? No. Anyway, y'all, we got a real good show tonight because we're going to talk about our week-long trip home to Chicago.
7 days.
When I tell y'all we had a blast, I can't even, there's no words for it, man. I got a lot of stuff to talk about, but.
We was kicking it like we was teenagers.
No, you was kicking like you was a teenager.
I definitely was.
Anyway, I got a special guest on for y'all tonight, man. Look, if you don't know this guy, you're going to know him before tonight is out. And well, let me put it like this. You've heard his music, but we're going to put a face to the sound, y'all. We're going to do it like that. Let me start by giving an incredible shout out to my city, Chicago. There are so many things that took place. Hey, Vernice Riggs, I see you. Thank you for checking in.
Hey, Vernice.
So many things happened and so much went on that even as long as I've been around the Steppers world and I've been in this game, and I say to y'all all the time, you have to remain a student of what we do. I learned some more stuff, y'all. And not necessarily, you know what, baby, we need to scoot over just a little bit. Not necessarily about the dance itself. I mean, even though I'm always learning this, I'm a student always. But a lot of it had to do with our culture. And I observed some things, and I'm happy to say that I know that this dance is ever growing. It's just abundant with love and respect and people who want to see this thing just continue into eternity. So that's a beautiful thing. Let me start by saying the collaboration in full effect, y'all. All power to the people. Collaboration is real. I have to do a quick little bit of housekeeping. On last week, why you sighing? On last week we had a slight mishap and some miscommunication and some things that we are not going to publicly address. Many of you may have witnessed or seen what happened, but let me say that all's well, that ends well, and everything has ended the way that it should, and the collaboration is real, and it is a forward-moving entity. Now, where do we start? You want to start with when we got there on Tuesday?
Off the plane. Yes,
Tuesday. Yeah.
Tuesday. Let's see. We couldn't help ourselves. We just had to go get White Castles.
Rudy
Early
Dotton
in
in
the
the
morning.
building. What's up, Rudy? I see you.
Just had no self-control.
She the one that wanted White Castles. That's all I'm saying.
I have no self-control.
Sandy Paris, I see you. Sandra Davis in the building. Nita 730, hello. You know what? Let's do this, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to bring our guest in
Okay.
because, he a homeboy. You know what I mean? He can help us with some of this conversation and help us talk about our city.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, right now, let me introduce to you. Look, y'all, I'm gonna just tell y'all like this. As a DJ, y'all know I'm, getting my DJ thing on now. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get to talk about that too because I got to play the 50, y'all, and it went down. But let me say this right here. I have played this man's music, and I enjoy playing his music. And his name has always stood out to me because every time I play one of his cuts, I just, man, it make me feel like I'm supposed to feel as a stepper. Let me say that in this current climate of the stepping world, where so many people are fairly new to this, that there's a lot of misunderstanding, a lot of confusion about what stepping music is. I've seen people attempt to put songs out there and do things and then call it stepping music, or some weird, lame, funky beat that, you know, and they'll try it. You know what I'm saying? And I just, hey, I gotta be critical. I gotta keep it 100 with the music the same way I do with the dance. I'm not getting ready to sugarcoat this for y'all. It is what it is. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Y'all already know on Inside Stepping, you gonna get the 100% honest, unadulterated truth. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you the man, the myth, the legend, the man himself, Marky G, y'all. Marky G, what's happening?
Peace and light, man. Peace and light. You and your beautiful wife, man. Peace and light.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Come on, man.
Look here, man. As I was saying, I'm sure you heard me. Man, your music is like off the chain, man. When I'm playing a set, I don't know of a set that I've played in the last year where I haven't played at least one of your cuts. Real talk.
Appreciate it.
You know, because your beats are funky, man. We gonna get back to that. In the meantime, though, hey, man, because I got to ask this question, man. What's up with everybody running stop signs and lights in the city these days?
Oh, man, it's just crazy, man. Don't nobody want to stop.
I don't understand, man. We seen a terrible accident, man, in 95th and Stony Island this weekend, man. Dude ran a light, just went through there like it wasn't even a light, no problem. Tore up about 4 cars, had some little kids on the sidewalk crying, mama limping across the street. Some dude chasing him down the street trying to kill him for wrecking everybody. It was insane, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, they had one just the other day, 116th in Halsted. The girl mother was going to get a Maxwell Polish.
Yeah.
And her son had to come in and kill his dude.
We saw that.
He was going berserk, man. I don't know what's wrong with these people, man.
It's crazy, but
luckily we didn't see anything crazy at home. Just that one accident. I mean, that was crazy enough.
Everything crazy at home. Anyway, So I gotta talk about this. Is something that stood out in my mind while we were home this weekend, because I want y'all to know. Now, if you haven't been to the Mecca, if you're watching this show, and you haven't been to Chicago, or if you've been to Chicago and you've not interacted with the right people, and what I mean by that is people who have the ability to move around in the city and understand the places to go and the sets to hit.
Right.
We literally, y'all hear me talk about on this show all the time, where I talk about there being so many events across the country every single weekend of the year. I heard somebody say to me, matter of fact, I believe it was Josiah that said this to me not a while back. He said, why would people from Chicago leave home to go dance? And it makes sense, but at the same time, it really hit home this weekend. Like, it really hit home. I talk about all the events across the country, but man, listen to me. When I tell y'all Chicago wore me out, we got there last Tuesday, and the first place we went was to the harbor over there with the Ambassador Kevin Nevels doing his thing on 59th Street.
Yeah.
Banging a little set. Go ahead.
I just want to give a little scripture. It was a mature crowd.
Yeah.
It was real nice to sit there and chill by the water and look at the boats.
Get your step on.
You bring your chairs out there and you stepped. It was real nice atmosphere, laid back. So
that's the vibe. That's the vibe, you guys. That's the vibe, you guys. That's the vibe. When we talk about the music, I try to stay on the frequency. We got to stay on.
Man.
You see people wilding out. You got to stay on that frequency and that vibe. Stay in your lane,
And that's deep that you say that, because it absolutely is. That's one of the things like that shirt that Sharnice put out a while back. Stepping is a whole vibe. Chicago stepping is a whole vibe, and it's the
Absolutely.
truth. And that music matters. So we did that thing on Tuesday evening, and then we left there and we went out to the Brownstone. DJ Vale was out there doing his thing, and that place was packed. I saw Susu out there, and I unfortunately got there late. My man, Hey Fred was in the building. I saw a bunch of folks on video, and we was trying to get there, and we missed up, and we got there late. But I did get a chance to speak to Vale, and that was cool. Then on Wednesday,
I'm gonna say this is crazy. I don't know what the vibe was there because we got there late. But what I love about Chicago, which other cities and other states, I guess, just don't get, you can have 2 or 3 parties in the same night in Chicago, go to 2 or 3 different sets. It is 2, 3 different vibes. You know,
Yeah.
you got your mature crowd, you got your original, you got your new school. It's just
There you
amazing.
go.
You just
really
literally
is.
switch it up.
and I'm saying that just to give sort of a precursor to how the rest of the week went, because it absolutely was on that same level all week long. We got to the point where we had to actually try to pick and choose between sets to go to, so that because we got people who support this show, of course, and people who we want to see. Because when we get home, we get certain people we get to see that we don't get to see no other time. And man, it was tough, it was hard, and without going through the whole roster, we literally hit between at least one, if not 3 sets every single day of the week. That was insane. Saturday, I was fortunate enough, with the blessing of DJ Calvin, we did
Shout
a live.
to DJ Cal.
Yeah,
Shout
that's
to
my
DJ
guy.
Cal. Yeah.
We did a live broadcast from the 50-yard line, and man, it went down. Calvin let me hit the 1s and 2s for about 2 hours. And then I got to pat myself on the back right here, because Calvin came and told me, he said, man, I'm impressed. He was like, bro, this is a finicky crowd. He said, you had them going. And I'm like, yes.
Chicago ruthless. We tell you the truth.
Right. They cut your head off at the 50, partner.
No chaser.
No
Nope.
chaser. But I gave it to him, so I'm happy.
You kept the floor packed. That was a good thing.
Hey,
I
look,
think you did a good
long
job.
as the people that come up there and hang me by my toes, I'm good.
Yeah.
We did that. So I was very happy about being able to do that and collaborate with DJ Calvin. I look forward to the next time we get the opportunity to do that thing again. I want to give a quick shout out. Let me get this thing right. Let me stand up just a little bit. I want y'all to see this shirt. This is a shirt given to me by Charlesy Heilig, y'all. This is Paris Tequila. That is her brand, CEO. Listen, y'all.
Give me that information. I'm a tequila.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
yes.
Listen,
I'm a tequila woman, and it was smooth.
listen. Charlesy's
Smooth.
Tequila is off the chain. It's called Paris. It comes in 3 different blends. And baby, skip Patron, skip
Shout
all
out
the other
to-
ones.
If you
Paris got it going on.
You'll like
We're
it.
gonna
if you're a
support her.
tequila
We're gonna
person.
support her.
Very smooth tequila. Y'all check my girl Charlesy out with this Paris Tequila. I had it. It was smooth. It was nice. I thoroughly enjoyed
I
that.
think you had a little too much.
You think so?
Yeah, I think.
Wow, what did I do something?
He was dancing, you guys.
Shout out to Barry Heilig, my man over there, putting down the old school for us on what was that, Thursday night? No, that was Friday night. What was that? Saturday
Sunday
night?
night.
Was it Sunday night?
Yes.
The days ran together, y'all. That's all I can tell you. Anyway, he did the thing up in there. We kicked it. Scorpio was in the building, and we had a lot of fun that night. It wasn't but a few of us, but we had a great time. And I'm gonna encourage all of y'all to check out that old school set over there at the Harold's Chicken, 1450 Michigan Avenue, South Michigan. And the chicken is good.
Yeah.
In Chicago, you got to pick and choose your Harold's. You know what I'm saying? But that one was really good, and everything over there is really good. They got a lot of big stuff coming up down there. Oh, and by the way, let me also shout out to my man Josiah Burt. July 15th, y'all. You want to go down there? He is doing the original and old school get down workshop. Y'all gonna want to check that out. 15th and 16th, Josiah Burke down there with Charlesy Heilig and Barry, and they're gonna be doing the thing
The
down
Harold's Chicken. What is it?
at the Harold's
1350?
Chicken. 1450 South Michigan.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they
Yeah,
have
I'm familiar
shrimp
with
and catfish also for people who don't eat chicken. Shrimp are good too.
What else we got?
Y'all had a good weekend, man.
Man, we listen.
I want to say this about Visions Wednesday night. What I loved about it, because I'm an original house head, so I got to run back and forth. I was in heaven.
Oh, they had 2 sides.
Yes.
Oh,
We had house
yeah.
on one side, stepping on
She
the
come
other.
back sweating like a slave. You should have seen her.
Everybody's
man.
like, "Are you okay? Do you need a drink?"
Okay.
I was like, I was on the house side. They was like, "Oh, okay, we get it."
Best of both worlds. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and let me also give a shout out to Myron Robinson, the R over there on Thursday. We hit the Blue Note.
Yes, the Blue Note.
They turned it up.
Man.
It was going down.
Yeah, it was packed in there too. Wednesday packed, Thursday packed.
Who else we hit? We hit everybody, right?
Did
we get all of them?
50-yard line Friday. We
went
did
there
50-yard
Friday,
line
right?
Saturday. And wait a minute. We went to Rose's party Saturday.
Yeah, we can't forget Rose Wellington. We left the 50-yard line and we
That's
went out to
Rose.
Visions to hit Rose's set, her monthly set, and man, it was packed out. All white, great set. As usual. Let me see. Let's leave it right there. I got a couple more comments that I'm gonna make about some of this other stuff.
So
right.
Let's get to the fun stuff. We got Mr.
Right. That's what I
Marky
want to get
G.
to. I'm sitting up here. I want to talk
put
to
a
Marky G.
face with the
With the music.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Absolutely. So man,
I got a question first before you start.
don't get down. Get down like you live.
What side of the city are you from?
I'm a South Sider. South
West
Side.
West side.
South Side. South Side. What they say, the Wild Hundreds.
Wow.
Wow.
Don't play no games.
What high school did you go to?
Product of Coldest High School.
Oh,
You went to
okay.
Corliss?
You down the hill.
Yeah.
Down the hill over there on 10 Trey. I see you.
Coldest High School. Yep.
Yeah.
Trojan.
Good school. Good school.
All right, now I'm gonna be a little more nosy. What year you come out?
I came out in 1986.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up, my man.
Been around the game. Yeah. Been
Dig
around
that.
the game for a minute.
So so you've been around a little while. What got you into music and the production of music? Or were you a musician or you just like DJ? What got you where you are, man? How did you come up in this game?
Well, naturally, as a DJ, your progression is to become a producer. If you look at DJ Calvin, all those cats, DJ Mellow Chris, everybody's doing the remix. So the progression of DJing is to make your own music. But I come up in a house, where, had an older brother, had a mother and father. They were bopping. So I come from the old cliche, the family. They was stepping and doing the bopping.
You're a legacy stepper.
Yeah, it was bopping. Yeah. They was bopping. Moms and them was bopping and stuff. Then the older brother, I had an older brother. He started stepping, and I watched him go to the dungeon, and they were playing the music around me. And
you was right in the neighborhood.
yeah, I was right in the hood. But like a lot of DJs, Brian, I always say I was a kid DJ. I was a teenager DJ. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Some like you just saying, you starting your journey now, but I was 14, 15 years old doing this.
So you was carrying the crates back in the day.
I was carrying the crates, the speakers, carrying crates and speakers for other DJs.
Right.
Trying to get on. But when you think about, I just always like to say what a DJ is, you have to be able to play all genres of music. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I learned. I come up in the hip hop, hip hop was born with me. So I was doing hip hop, wasn't but 5 albums. That's all what you needed to be a DJ.
Hey, Sandra Davis on the YouTube channel said, put some respect on this. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Fast forward 20 years later, now, you know what I'm saying? Now get the respect.
Man.
But it all started, humbly.
You paid your dues.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely paid my dues. And like I said, being 15 years old, at 35, I was at my prime.
Okay.
I did every set, I did everybody wedding, so I really didn't, I was doing stepper sets, but not just, it wasn't that many stepper sets.
Right. Especially like it is now, man.
Right. But I was doing, personal and private stuff like that, man. So, I paid my dues, man, but it all involved in 2006 when I came out with a record called I'm the Man.
Yeah.
And when I came out with that record, the vibe of that record, they took that record, and that's when I knew that I had something going on because it packed the floor.
Okay.
Sam Chapman, Mellow Chris, DJ Calvin, all of them, Lavelle C, Lavelle, all of them was playing that record, but it was big, in the stepper scene. And I think, Tick Man and them, they were baby steppers then. I watched them come up, on the scene. Him and Lynn and all them, and what's my other girl? You know, got this beauty shop over there.
Desi?
Huh?
Desi?
No, that does the they do Panamizing over there.
Oh, you talking about Sharnice now?
Yeah, all of them were coming up. Yeah, all of them were coming up. And
Let me ask you a question.
They were
I
dancing
listened to
that
some of your, in listening to some of your music, are you influenced by particular genres of music? Because in a couple of your songs, it has sort of a laid back house vibe. Is that a thing?
Yeah, because you got to realize I got all the pieces.
Got you.
You know, I got all what they say, taking pieces of old records and just putting them all together. Because I come up with the hip hop, I come up with the house, I come up with jazz, and definitely the old school dungeon. Like when y'all go to the dungeon stuff, I came up with that. But I like those old 70 samples.
Yes, sir.
I'm with you, B. I like the old school, man. You know what I'm saying? But I look at stepping, you can compare stepping just like the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron is on his way out. They just drafted a new guy, 7'4". They comparing him already, or 50 years of hip hop. Something's got to change, but we want the foundation to stay put. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times on your show, you bring all the pioneers on there, but it's the foundation and how we release it. Mm-hmm. It's gonna mean a whole lot, But nothing's changed. Nothing's gonna stay the same. Change is,
it's always inevitable.
Yeah.
But now, lately that's been a very strong topic of conversation around the steppers community. Change, and it's controversial in that we want to maintain the roots of what we do, but some people seem to not care enough about the roots, and they want to stray kind of far off the path of what it is that we are about in this culture. And that's why I love the younger people who are more students of the game rather than upstarts, because we got a bunch of those. Quick, Sandra Davis on the YouTube station wants to know, where did you get this particular tune, and did you write the lyrics yourself?
To which one?
I think she's talking about the one that you mentioned.
I'm the man.
I'm the man, yeah.
Oh, I'm the man. I'm the Man was based on when I looked at the steppers, I made that record because when you get on the floor, it didn't matter what level, some people never got on the floor because they were so intimidating.
Yeah.
But when you get on there and you do your thing, I'm saying, like, I'm the man. You getting down for yours. Mm-hmm. You might not be as skilled as a Tick Man or Dre or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But you get down, don't let that stop you. So it was like an individual, something like, I'm the man, And then the fact that I was coming out with my first record, and I was like, I'm trying to, I'm getting on the set. I'm the man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm finna set the bar with this thing, man.
Interesting point about what you just said, though, too, is that and I think I like the ideology behind that, because one of the things that I think is missing in the stepping world these days is people make the mistake of thinking that if they don't look like someone else that's in the game, or move the way somebody else moves, that they're not the man. And the fact is, the only reason that the Ticks and the Dre's and the people who others look up to are who they are is because they did their own thing, and more people need to do that within the confines of the structure and basics of the dance.
Individuality.
Yes, absolutely. That's what sets them apart. That's what makes them great. And imagine how many people would be so great in this dance if they adopted that same mentality.
Oh yeah, and like you say, back in the days, everybody had their own original style.
Exactly. Exactly.
And that plays in the music with me. There's a lot of producers now, they got to put their name in there. Second stuff, they got to run their name. I never did that because I wanted somebody just like one of your viewers. I want to put a face to that song. Mm-hmm. Who is that? I want somebody to say, who made that record? I don't have to, keep saying my name 100 times,
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a lot of music I don't play because of that very reason. I don't want to hear your name. I want the people to dance to. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a couple that I play because I'm fond of the people, and I just name names. Tim Jones, I like a lot of his. I like some of his stuff. In fact, I've got one of his where he says his name in the song, and I think it's kind of hot. So, plus, I got to give Tim Jones his props because if y'all, the intro music y'all hear for this show was created by Tim Jones, and always a shout out to him because I appreciate him for that. But for the most part, when I hear producers or people that just constantly throw that in there, I'm not real quick to play their songs. That's just me as a DJ.
It's repetitious, I mean, like you say, but like Tim Jones, another good producer, Shaw Pro, all those guys are my guys. Keys O'Kane was real big back when I came out with I'm the Man. He came out with the Gaga. Mm-hmm. But a lot of those producers were playing music for skaters.
Yeah.
And I was one of the ones that came over and said, hey, man, they stepping on your stuff now. Mm-hmm. Mellow Chris and Calvin was bringing it over there, and they didn't know that, And Cass, them Cass was younger than me, but I would take him to a stepper set. Like me and Keys O'Kane went to a stepper set, and he was like, I didn't know they was, playing
another like world.
That, Yeah.
Do you know? Do you know the DJ named DJ J Illa?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, that's my cousin.
yeah. I know Jay Illa. You talking about Marky G?
He's one of my DJ mentors. He's one of the people when I got into this. He's one of the people that helped me along a lot. And I was fortunate to have him in the family. That's my first cousin.
Right. But Brian, you don't just have to stick to stepping DJs, man. You got to remember you're a DJ. So you know what I'm saying? You can everybody's skill,
Go ahead, what was you going to say about him?
He's did a couple weddings and stuff, so he's been doing other stuff. We just don't advertise that, but
I do other stuff.
He's did a couple other things.
I just love stepping so much that, that's just mainly where I,
absolutely,
what we talk about. But no, I've done a few other events, and like I said, I'm still in my infancy, so to speak. So
and like I say, I'm glad what you're doing here is for the culture. You know what I'm saying? This platform, to let people know you guys come on it, and we talked about it. It ain't just easy. You know what I'm saying? It ain't easy. I look pretty good on the back. I got some bells and whistles over here too, B.
I see you.
Yeah, we see that.
I see you.
I got some bells and whistles, but this is what I do, So, yeah.
Can you give us a list of? I'm sorry. Can you give us a list of a few of your songs? Because we have
because we got people that are new to the game that they hear the music. Because listen, I'm gonna tell you what's gratifying for me as a DJ when I'm playing something and they over there with their phone trying to Shazam it and they can't get it. What is that? What is it? They come ask me what is that. I get people that ask me about your music all the time. Give us give the listeners some lists for those who are not familiar of some of the songs so they can check things out too.
Yeah, a lot of my stuff is on iTunes, on YouTube, but just to name a few, Ronnie B. Me and Ronnie B did music together. Mm-hmm. It's a record called The Boom Boom. What we did, man, I should play some of this stuff for you guys. Let me just run through.
Hold on. You sure that's not gonna get us in trouble?
He's the one who did the music.
Yeah,
I own the music.
Right. Okay, I got you. So you know what? Matter of fact, so if they try to say I can't use the music, I'm gonna go right back in there and be like, yes, I can. Go ahead.
Yeah,
you're welcome to play it. You're welcome to play it.
Let me just give you a little melody of some of the stuff that I did with some artists, and they can you hear this?
Feel for it.
This record right here, I came out in 2013. That was one of the first ones that came out with a record called I Want to Go Steppin'. Mm-hmm. And we shot the video. Shout out to Mr. G's on 87. Shout out to my man LC Henderson. He choreographed this along with my man Dan Land Pro.
Yes,
he shot on it, so this was the record right here. Let me see. Can you hear that?
Yep.
And that was I Wanna Go Stepping, and we had a nice video.
So people could probably go on YouTube and see the video?
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, we came back. Before I Wanna Go Stepping, we came out with I'm the Man.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Well, I know. What about this one? I'm the Man. This is one of Tick Man's favorite right here.
Yes, sir. I rock that one myself. I love that one.
That one's called Look at Her. Let me give you another classic. Well, this is something new right here with Rockwell Hallman.
Okay.
This is brand new. Actually, we just did this year. It's called The Get Down. Rockwell Hallman. I'll be all you need. Girl, I love your energy. Come and see. Roll with me.
Man, it's amazing to me though. Like, you got that vibe. You know that Steppers vibe. Do you know how many people call themselves trying to make Steppers music and they just don't get it?
Yeah, man, I try to come on that frequency, man. I just try to. It's about just keeping the culture, man. And the music is big. And even though we try to, we talk about a lot about saving the dance, but I think they all go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because the music is the greatest part of it. You know what I'm saying?
I wish more people would listen to it, though. You know how many people that they have these of course, ever since they started bringing people into the dance with the 8 count 20 years ago or whatever it was. So many people, it's almost like a light has to go off in their head sometime during their journey where they finally figure out that the music is what makes this what it is. And absolutely. I wish that the instructors taught more about the music, the way, and had an understanding, the way that a person like yourself, I mean, I know your understanding is way deeper because you're a producer, you're really into the music, but if they really could get these people to wrap their mind around the songs, the words, the melodies.
Absolutely. Just like what you say in some of the, the teachers and stuff, and they say what a song means to them when it comes on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What a song does to a person. Even if if you're doing weddings, I remember I was doing weddings and I would play a certain song and a lady would run up there and say, that took me back,
Mm-hmm.
Or, that took me back, and that's the beauty of it, man. Because when you did the 50 and you had that crowd, oh man.
And I know played some of them that they was like, whoa.
Yeah, I know what frequency you was on. That's nothing better than that, man. And that's bringing people together around this culture, man, and stepping like we the Mecca. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I always said one of the things, bro, I made music just for steppers. Any of these producers won't tell you they ain't just made no music for no steppers. When I saw that whole thing, I made tailor-made music for steppers.
That's a
you know what I'm saying? Like they get a suit made. You know how we do. We matching shoes out the whole nine.
Yes, sir.
I made music. That's the way I look at it. I look at music like I'm making it, homemade.
It's strange that you said that the natural progression is from DJ to producing, because I messed around and went out and bought a couple of pieces of equipment and said to myself, it's a couple of things I want to do. And
there
it was
you go.
Because no one ever told me that. It just happened. So, and I'm still learning how to use all that crap, because you got to learn how to use all this and all those there. So that's a whole other world.
Hey man, give me a call. We do some one-on-ones.
My man.
Do a one-on-one.
My man, Selwyn Hodges, Selly Sell in the building. He just said instructors took the dance to other cities, but they left the music in Chicago.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. And that's the thing about it. When they can quickly say Chicago style this, Chicago style that, but But if it don't come, you don't have the ketchup and mustard on the hot dog bun. It just ain't gonna quick.
I'm getting ready to step on some toes now, though, since you said that, because here's the thing. I'm a little bit burnt on people using Chicago and Chicago style stepping for their own devices. It annoys me when people emulate or attempt to emulate what we do and even use the name under the guise of other things. We have people out here that really don't care about this dance, but they'll put stepping on it so that it look like, I don't know what they want it to look like, but they're just trying. It's almost like, just a piggyback. You want to use this to further your own agenda, and that's wrong.
It's a fast buck.
Yeah.
A fast buck, a quick fix. But like, didn't you talk about janky promoters?
Yes, sir. You already know. You already know. That's absolutely right. And it's just, we see so much, but I'm fortunate to have a few fellas around me that I look to and look at as people who keep me even. I'll even go as far as to say mentors. We all, and I've said this before on the show, we all need people around us to keep us straight, to keep it 100 with us. And I've been fortunate to have guys around me who make sure that we all stay on an even keel. So because of that, there are things that I see that I won't address nearly as quickly as I once would. Come on back, baby. And and so it's like, and the reason I don't is because I realized, and I had to realize, that at some point these people will burn themselves out. You don't even have to say anything about them. You just give them enough time and enough rope, they'll hang.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
absolutely, yeah, it won't last.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's like you saying, you and your wife, y'all came here. The authenticity of what you get when you come to Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
You said it wore you guys out.
Bro, I'm from the crib.
Y'all don't want to do that 7 days a week. Y'all want to go home.
Listen, I'm from the crib, and I promise you, I was like, bruh, this is insane. It was crazy how much, and I know it's been a while since we've lived there, but man, I was like, I couldn't do this every week, week in and week out, bruh.
Absolutely.
This is
and work
nuts.
a job.
It's nuts. And then I thought about what Joe said. I was like, man, why? Like, don't get me wrong. I encourage people to go to other sets across the country because we love going to sets across the country. But keep it in 100, man, you live in Chicago, bro. You ain't got nothing to leave there for. Real talk. All the best dancers are there. All the atmosphere you think you want. You're OD on that.
The music.
Man, look, the music, all the best
NBA.
DJs out there.
NBA. Yeah.
Man, it was insane.
It wouldn't be nothing you wouldn't see nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't nothing be shocking to you.
Yep.
Right.
Coming from the house, man.
Yeah, so man, look, we just had a fun.
I looked at it this way. I said if I moved back home, I would probably go out 3 to 4 times a week, 2 hours. Then I don't have to go to the gym.
I might go out maybe once or
all right.
twice a week.
You can look at it like that. Yeah, that's strategy.
Yeah. I would go home, go dance and do some house, do some stepping. Boom. Don't have to go to
And
the
come
gym.
on
No
out.
boring
It's a lifestyle. It's a
It
lifestyle.
absolutely is, and it's amazing. But I will say this much: it felt really good to be at home and visit with all the people that I haven't seen in a long time. Those who never leave the city. It was and let me just say this: shout out to my city, man. They showed the Forbes so much love this weekend, man.
Chi-town.
Man, listen.
Well, I always loved home anyway, but it's just really made me really love home. It's just it was crazy the experience.
They showed us so much love this weekend, man. It was insane, bro. Let me tell you. You know where BJ's is over there on 95th, Stoney, the soul food restaurant. We walked in there, man, and we go in there all the time, to get us some food when we home. And a lady walked up. She says, "I recognize you. You the guy. You do the stepping stuff on YouTube, don't you?" And I was like, yeah, it made me feel kind of good.
Yeah, she was like,
then,
I was the producer lady.
Yeah, she's like, you the producer lady. So then we left. I went over to Jewel to grab me some lemonade, And I'm in the line getting ready to check out, and the guy that was bagging the groceries said, "Hey man, I know you. You on YouTube. You do the stepping stuff." And he was like, "I always want to know if your afro was real. Now I'm glad I met you in person." Man, listen. Man, look, my people in Chicago, and that went on all
showing
week.
out.
My people showed me mad love, man. They showed us so much love.
Crazy.
And what I appreciated about it is that it's the home that I know. It ain't all of the BS that we see on the news. It ain't all of the nonsense that people try to make Chicago out to be. Don't get me wrong. It has its issues like any other city. But when I tell you the people in this community, man, listen, I love y'all for real.
Look, I'm looking on the Facebook. I got a shout out and to the ladies. We got some bad lady DJs in here.
Oh, man, yes.
And one of them
DJ
shout
Lady
out
Love.
to
Go ahead.
Fly Diva.
DJ Fly Diva. I was getting ready. Look, I was going to her next.
Man, Fly Diva hard.
I know. She get out hard.
She know her stuff, man. One of my favorites, man. Fly Diva. I mean, I could name a lot of them, but Fly Diva, that's my girl there, man.
DJ Sizzle.
Sizzle, get
Samela.
on.
DJ Samela, she gets it in.
Oh,
Trey Nicole.
Samela might beat you up.
Hey, look, and I might let her. Look, I might let her. Look. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We like I said, man, we had a fantastic time.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Do you teach people how to DJ, or children or teenagers, anything?
Yes. Recently, I'm teaching. I got 20 students right now as we speak. I'm teaching in the Park District.
Okay.
What's the name of the park?
Shout out to Casper on the line. What's going on, Doctor?
Shout out to my man Casper. Peace and love, Casper. That's my man. One of the originals of it all, right there, my man. I'm teaching it right now. I'm teaching the kids from 10 to 14. I got 20 students. Me and another DJ Feel Good, and we're teaching at the Park District, and that's one of the gratifying things for me to be able to give back.
I bet.
And just give this thing away. Because I was a teenage DJ, and it's just something else they can have, because in Chicago, they ain't trying to be outside. You know, I really shout out to my man Raheem for this program, because it's really, you know, just giving them an after school and summer something to do. And and you would be surprised, Brian, they pick up so quick.
Yeah, they babies.
Look, their brains is pliable. They get out
you know
like that.
They
function.
born with computers, man. They just pick it up quick. What took me, you know, years of practice to do, man. They pick it up.
You know, the first time I ever touched a set of turntables, man. You know, you ever heard of a fella named Ray Blaney? He DJ'd for six. You ever heard of 601? They used to get him sets back in the day, all downtown. 601. Well, Ray was one of 601 members, and he was a DJ back then. He was a house DJ, matter of fact, before that, actually. And he lived around the corner from me, man, over on 79th Street when I was coming up. And he, you know, he had his 12s down there. You know, we'd be down there. So he was showing me some stuff one day, and I was playing around with it. I was like, okay, I could probably do this. And I was like, nah, I probably can't do this. And I walked, and I left it alone for many years, and I only got back into it because it was kind of an accident. But I guess sometimes I think to myself, damn, I should have did this sooner. But I'm glad.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, it was always there probably for you.
I'm glad that somebody like you, though, is able to take this youth and give it to them. Let them decide if they can handle it or not.
And I'm going to give it to them. Brother. And a lot of their mothers, man, really thank me.
I'm sure.
They really thank me.
Until they got to go to the store and buy that equipment. Look.
Right.
They're going to start cussing you then.
But last summer, man, we had a grand finale. It was a 8-week class, man. We had a grand finale, had a graduation, and we let all of them DJ in front of their mothers and grandmothers, because, you know, grandmama 50 now, and mom,
right.
Mama 30. So, you know, everybody came out. But it was a thing, man. And quick story, I just saw one of the guys for Memorial's Day. He was at a graduation, and he was like, "Man, you taught me. You taught." I didn't remember him, but
Yeah.
he brought it back, and I said, "Yeah, I forgot about you, man." And I said, "I didn't forget about him, but I just couldn't remember his face." But
Yeah.
he was in the class, and he was one of
got
the
it
ones,
bad
and he's
like
doing
me.
good.
How many?
But one thing is, we trying to implement it in the high school.
That would be good.
So that's what we're working
That'd
on.
be an excellent program.
God is doing the program, so we're really trying to get it in high school, and that would really be something nice.
That really would.
How many girls are in the class?
We got my class last summer.
Mm-hmm.
I had more girls.
Really?
I had more girls because the boys, they couldn't stop messing with them, and I had to get them focused because they looking at the girls.
So they had a distraction.
We got 5 girls. We got 5 girls in the class.
Okay.
5 girls in the class and 15 boys, and they ready, and they know all the songs, and they want to compete.
There you go.
And I love it.
What's up? That's a beautiful thing, man. That shows. That's the love of the culture, man. The love of the game. Just across the board. We don't spend enough time nurturing our youth. And anytime we have a talent or a skill, I think that we owe ourselves that right to be able to just move forward and help to move the next generation forward. And in the same being said, within the Steppers community, I had a interesting conversation with a young man this weekend, Alex Rubio, young stepper.
He was 20. Was he 26?
Yeah, 20 something.
26 or 28, the baby.
Yeah, real cool guy, man, and his stepping game is strong. And what I like about the guys that are in his age group and that are coming up in the game, for the ones that are and they have respect for the game, that they're not trying to get a game of black eye and do a whole bunch of unnecessary, unruly things. I'm happy that his mind is pliable and open enough to understand, all of those types of ins and outs. Because, let's face it, man, we ain't getting no younger. And that's why I'm kind of on this mission to archive and make sure that we have this information available to the future generations, because
that's right. That's the passing of the torch, man. You like you say, you got to keep the foundation, but you want to. Information, man, is so powerful, but it's got to be the right information.
Right, and so we want to make sure, and that's the reason why I'm so adamant about making sure that when things are presented on this show, that they are accurate and to the point, so that there's no confusion or miscommunication where people start saying, "Well, I heard this." No. We're gonna get it to you straight with no chase over here. So
that's right.
We want to keep the record straight. So if anybody ever in the future needs to go and find out what really happened, or want to know what the ins and outs of a particular subject matter are, you can always turn to Inside Stepping on YouTube, as long as YouTube is available, and know that you can go in there and see what you need to see, or get some guidelines on how this thing should go or how it should look, and move the ball forward. That's that's where we at with it.
Remember where you heard it first. Inside Stepping.
That part right there. Doggone right.
What do you?
Footwork James in the house. I see you, sir. William Owens.
Footwork James. That's my man.
We saw him somewhere this week.
Yeah, we saw him. He was at Visions. He was at Visions on Wednesday.
Together. I don't even remember no more.
That's my guy. We go back like 2 flats on a Cadillac.
What is your what are your thoughts on? Well, it's a 2-part question. I don't know if you've been out of town to any stepper events. If so, or you see videos and hear the music, what are your thoughts on the music outside of Chicago? Because some DJs, to me, don't seem like they're playing steppers music.
Well, like you say, I've been out of town. I've been to the Heritage Ball. They had me come down to Heritage Ball with the music. But just like stepping, you got other DJs trying to emulate other DJs.
I'm glad you said that, but keep going.
But I don't know if I'm the way I am. I'm more like I'm more like the New York style DJ. When we break music. There's a lot of music that just slip up under the rug, and it like you said. I'm glad they didn't do me like that. Like respect on it. It play it out, then you don't hear it no more. That's how we do. That's how the DJs do. They play a record, and they just try to burn the cover off of it.
Right.
And then it's instead of just playing good music, then you come in. You got to know how to mix it up. The new guys, I don't know where they're getting their information from, because Brian said, they don't know the classics. I think you should, I think you should do your homework when you're dealing with stepping music.
What you said?
Yeah, your homework.
Got some likes and thumbs up.
Well, let me say this here. In that regard, I was at a set a few months ago. There was this one beat that I have heard played a couple of times. That just how you had that one thing you hear and you're like, damn, I like that. Well, the DJ that was playing it was a local Texas DJ, and I said, hey man, I need to get that from you. Let me get that. All I wanted was that one little part. I didn't care about the rest. I just wanted that beat.
Man. You didn't open up a bag of worms.
Oh baby, he. Oh no, I can't give you that. So I listened to the rest to him continue to play. And it occurred to me, some of these DJs, I ain't gonna say no names, some of these DJs get a hold of some of these mixes, and for some unknown reason, they seem to think that that's gonna make them a better DJ.
They're gonna take it to the grave. They're taking it to the grave.
Look here, bruh. I don't need your mix. Matter of fact, I don't want your mix. And the more mixes I hear, the less of them I want to play.
Listen, I say this all the time. That's where the creativity comes in. As you being a DJ, you can buy all the type of controllers. I see DJs change up controllers, buy a different controller. Buying this kind of control. It ain't the controller,
man.
It ain't the controller. And like you said, you don't need that mix.
Nope.
You can go in and do your own. I told you it was progression. If you in there remixing now, right now, you DJ, you know what I'm saying? You're a producer. If you remix a record, you're a
absolutely. Look, how do you say? It ain't what you play, it's how you play it.
That's right. And the guys that's asking for it, they lazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I get that all the time. People, man, give me something. But the type of heart I got, you gonna get it because I done overcome that. You know what I'm saying? I'm at a place, man. My music is over in Asia, over in the UK charts, man. So I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? They playing my music all, so I like to come back home last. I like to be out in Europe. So you can, man, I'm gonna give you something if you ask me.
Right.
But if you gonna take it and you gonna chop it up, you gonna remix the remix.
Yeah. My personal, this is my personal opinion. This doesn't reflect on any other DJ or anything, but my personal opinion, as I grow as a DJ, I'm learning again that like some of this mixing and some of this other stuff is cool. Now it's different if you producing music. Because there's one thing I know, like Tim Jones will say, okay, you talking about we blending songs or you talking about actually creating something?
Yeah, Tim gonna break it down. He gonna get it to you. Tim gonna break it down.
Right. So
Tim Jones in the building.
Yeah. So for me, it's like the more I pay attention, because I'm still a work in progress, but I'm learning. But the more I pay attention, the less I gravitate toward too much stuff that's off the path. Now, don't get it twisted. I do bring in some stuff that people ain't heard, because I did it at the 50 this weekend, and I had people over there, man, what was that? I need that. But I got my ear for the culture. I know what to play. I know what to get them up. And again, it ain't gotta be no mixing. It ain't gotta be no oldie with a new beat.
Keep and all it that. Original.
I don't. I'd rather play something that's gonna move.
Everybody can't touch. Everybody can't touch. When you touch something, man, you got to touch it.
Yeah.
And you got to touch it in a way that it's not that enhances it. you know, puts a little twist on it. You know what I'm saying? But you're not taking away from the original.
Right.
But man, I'll play a original song in a minute. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? But I can enhance a song, you know what I'm saying? Just grab a part of it, you know, and make it, you know what I'm saying? Make it a little richer, you know what I'm saying? But not you just don't remix everything, you know?
Right. Comment from Charles E. Heilig. Hey, Charles, you see I got my Paris shirt on. Y'all, that's Charles E. Heilig.
We getting that. We getting that.
Y'all got, hey, look, they coming for you, Charles. You better have them cases ready, baby. They coming for that tequila. But she said there is etiquette to all parts, just not when on the wood. So if music was given to one DJ to another one, from one DJ to another one, just acknowledge first heard from such and such, or a thank you to that DJ when playing it. Absolutely, I agree, Charles.
Excellent answer. Excellent answer.
Yes, excellent addition.
DJ Chill Cheesy, it's his remix when he get it, and you know what I'm saying, and so on and so on. But I used to go through that early in my career. You know what I'm saying, and somebody would take credit for that, and it could be, you know, that's something, you know, that can be hurtful, man, because you sit down. I sit down here in this studio, and I do stuff, man, and it's one thing. It's about time. Make time. This ain't just, we ain't talking about overnight. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying I've been doing this since I was 14, 15 years old. So it's about time. You know what I'm saying? But now it's just my passion.
You know, we live in a microwave generation. Everybody want it now.
yeah, they want to put it in the microwave, but you know what I'm saying? It's just my passion. I love doing it. If you know, some residuals come with it, that's cool too. You know what I'm saying? But Marky G, I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm all right. You know?
I have a question.
And I got to say this. I keep God, man. I stay blessed up, man. I stay blessed up in this city, Jack. Because it's rough, man. It's rough.
Oh, yeah.
I have a question. Man. When you started as a young one and even older, you know, growing into the DJ, how many hours did you practice?
Oh man,
you drove your mother crazy when you was a teenager.
Is that even possible to count?
My father would have to come up there and unplug stuff, man.
We trying to sleep.
He'd come up there and plug. He'd come up. He said, "Man, what's wrong, man?" You know, he just didn't see it like that, but he seen the love. My mother was more. You know, she was okay because that kept me in a safe place. And one thing, man, back then it was about competition, and you wouldn't, you know, just like stepping, you know, you wouldn't get on the flow. You know, a lot of people say they was there, you know what I'm saying?
Don't mean they was in the mix.
Right.
For sure. You're absolutely right. Because if you got out there, you get your head cut.
Same comparison with the steppers. Think about how many of them people dance with doorknobs and and walls, and
that's right,
and just by themselves.
The pole in the basement. The list goes on.
Oh man.
We got a question from YouTube. She says the tune put some respect on it. Very few words, lots of instrumental music. How did this tune come to you? It is very mesmerizing.
Oh man, wow. This tune put some respect on it. That record, man, is deep.
Yeah,
that record deep.
That was hey, look. Deep. That's when I get into my mixing mode. That's one of my go-tos right there.
It was just, man. I got on a frequency, and actually, it was two versions of that. Actually, it's two versions of it, but it was two original instrument versions. But I got a remix versions with Rockwell Hallman and a artist by the name of Shamira, and I got to send that to you, man, because y'all got to play that one.
Yeah,
that's a banger. It's you know, Rockwell jumped on it, and man, we trying to do the video for that, and we got to do it in the shot. But that record, man, the sample in that, like we talked about, I love hip hop. The sample is that is Biggie.
Okay.
Do 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 do. I wonder if I die, with tears come to my eyes. You know, that's Biggie.
Yeah.
So I'm taking pieces and bits of classic, the best guys, and that I came up with that bass line. Man, that bass line was I came up with that bass line. I had my other co-producer in here, man. I turned around and looked, I was like, oh, they gonna love this. And the funny thing about that record, so when you make a hot record like that, B, what you gonna do? Who you know to give it to, B? Who you gonna give it to, B? You gonna break it out and bust it out yourself? I had to know what DJs. So shout out to the DJs. I had to know what DJs to get at too.
But now I'm gonna say this too though about hot music like that. That shit is almost like a yellow suit. You can't wear that joke every time you go out. That's right. They gonna get tired of seeing it, man. Look, cause I promise you, when you got something hot like that, you gotta get it to them. You know, you don't want to burn it up. You know what I mean? Because there's so many good songs that come out. You know, some stuff to come out and they can just get burnt to the ground.
Oh yeah, well that's what I'm saying. I had to go back to my go-to DJs.
Ambassador Kevin Neville said, "Give it to the ambassador."
You know the ambassador, an ambassador on the list. Yeah, that's like my big brother. You know,
he had us over at the embassy. Man, I heard you was supposed to been coming by the embassy, man. While we was there.
I told him I didn't want to just crash. He was like, man,
you should have dropped in on us, Jack.
Yeah, Nev, I go over there all the time, man. Did he cook for you?
Of course. Yes, shout out to the ambassador, Chef Ambassador Kevin Nevels.
That boy gonna feed you, man.
Chef DJ Ambassador Kevin Nevels, yeah.
The food was good.
He do it all the time. A couple of years ago, we was over there sitting around running our mouth, and he had made some Italian beefs, man. And they was real good. And he called me the other day. He's like, hey, man, y'all coming by the embassy, right, for the radio show? I said, yeah, we'll be there, man. WZON, we going to come do the thing. He was like, I'm going to make them Italian beefs. I was like, bet. So we had Italian beefs on Sunday. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's what they say, anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen at the ambassador. I always tell Nev, what goes on in the ambassador stays in the ambassador.
Show no.
Because I go over to the ambassador, I have a good time.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah, shout out to Nev, man. But yeah, Nev, DJ Calvin, my boy Mellow Chris still my man. Myron,
absolutely.
I go over to the Blue Note, and it's a beautiful thing now where, like I say, I've transcended where I can go basically to any set and they playing one of my songs.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. That's all what it's about. You know what I'm saying? You get to a point where you can go to a set and one of your songs play. That's so gratifying.
I was about to say, that's got to be a great feeling.
I done did my job.
Yeah.
Do you dance to your own music?
Absolutely. I think,
that's a beautiful thing.
What's my girl name? She got the YouTube. You know what I'm talking about? Margaret.
Lady Margaret.
Margaret caught me at Heroes.
Yeah.
She called me come out there. They was dancing. She got some video of me. I was getting my step on.
Okay. Yeah, Lady Margaret, keep that camera on deck.
We ought to have Stepha's DJ Stepha's contest.
Oh.
See who can get out.
That'd be interesting.
Nice.
I seen you out there, B.
That'd be interesting. Look, people.
I see my boy Big Cross out there. Big Cross is out there getting down.
Look, I get in trouble. I get in trouble for not dancing enough. A lot of people don't even think I can dance, so I don't. Keith Clow says, "What up, DJ Marky G? Love that Stevie Wonder track. Waiting on you to drop it."
That's my man, Keith Clow. He getting down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Check out his journey, man. I be following him, man. He's doing a lot of sets, man.
That's what's up.
My boy Tyrell be getting down too.
Yeah. I like Tyrell. Matter of fact, what's funny? I played with him.
You grew up with Tyrell?
No. I played with him at a set one time, and it was funny because he was looking at my folder, right? And he was like, there goes some of my music right there. I said, yeah, that's you, dog.
I sent him some stuff. I think he went down to Texas or something. I sent him.
He was down here. He was down here. We did a set together.
And 40 grand. He do it 360 because he dress it up And now you talk about Poppy. You talk about house. He can go on the house side.
Yeah,
he can dress it up.
He can do the skating thing.
That's a Chicago. That's a Chicago brother right there.
Yeah,
that's
all
a
the
true
way.
Chicago
All the way.
brother.
I like that.
That
Dude.
we do it. And that's what we do.
Yep.
That's what we do in Chicago.
It all go together,
You know
hand in hand, like a hand in glove. Absolutely.
Multi-talented.
Chicago's an amazing city. A lot of talented people.
The ambassador say hands down, he #1, and we can't hang with him. Man, don't make me come back home and cut your head, Cal.
They'll be over there mixing up some stuff, though, man. Hey, was you over there? He started doing that mix.
He always do that. He
got that mix down pat, man.
He did one, and my wife said that she's like, I want that. So yeah, I got that one too.
Right. you ought to push the record button.
Right. Oh no, he'll record his own stuff. So that's one good thing you can count on from Kevin Neville's, Mr. Ambassador.
Oh, yeah.
If you leave the embassy, you probably ain't gonna leave empty-handed. He made sure he sent me out there with a prayer.
Kevin wanted the cats to tell you, he said, man, what you waiting on, man? Why I ain't got the music? He ain't with that. Kevin ain't with that, man. Oh, you can't. Kevin like, man, what you making for? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't giving it out.
Man, listen, one night he had me over there, man. He was trying to hold me hostage. I was like, look, man, I got to go home, bro. No, listen to this. He kept playing mix after me. Come on, bro.
But one thing about Nev, he's one of the, I give him his props, man. He's one of the quickest ones to learn this game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And maybe you would say yourself too, man, because Nev, I know he's like the big brother. Nev wasn't around playing, but he know the music.
Right.
And he quickly, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Nev came over here when he got on WZN. He came over here, man. Nev is, he gone, he rocket. He on the moon.
He's definitely one of the cats that helped put me in the game, man. So shouts out to that brother for sure.
Yes, no doubt.
It's interesting. I noticed from being outside of Chicago, people who DJ and want to stepper DJ, the music is not right versus like how you saying Brian and Kevin know the music and maybe they weren't DJs, but their journey
because we were stepping. We were stepping and skating before we started DJing.
They know the
That's
music.
right, and a lot of them do that. See, they think they can just jump over into stepping. You can't just jump over into stepping.
No.
You got to come from the Book of Sam. I always tell them, I come from the Book of Sam. Sam Chapman. That's the book that you got to come from.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? That's the Holy Bible of stepping.
Some of these DJs, I could say outside of Chicago, you ask who is Sam Chapman, they have no clue. They've never
that's
even
what
been
I'm
to
saying.
Chicago.
That's blasphemous.
And it's just crazy listening to the music. It's torture.
That's blasphemy. You can't do
See, they just think it's another genre, but see, this is the original, the Mecca, man. This thing here, man, it's deep, man.
Very deep. What do you have? What would you like to say to new DJs and to the public? Anything you would like to give?
To the new DJs coming up, y'all keep some Marky G music definitely in y'all, and in your lineup.
No doubt.
But the guys, one thing, honestly, because I'm teaching kids, know your music. Know your music. Learn different genres of music. Know your music. And like you say, you got to know when to play something. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
You got to know when to play something. I could come on the set and DJ a stepper set because I know what to play. But
and you know what to play for who.
That's right.
You got to know your
But
crowd.
I leave it up to Brian Forbes and Kevin Nevels.
I leave it up to
y'all. I let y'all guys come in.
Do you think DJs that are outside of the city that are new DJs or aspiring to be DJs, do you think they need to come to Chicago and study some of the original DJs? And
absolutely, 100%.
Same as the dance.
If they don't come, because a lot of cats, like Brian said, they want the microwave. They send them a flash drive or a hard drive. It ain't just that easy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You stepping music, man, is a beautiful music, and it's just a feeling. You got to have that. And I hate to say it, if you ain't Holly from the Chi, you might not just shine like that. It'd be a different gloss on you.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because there's songs out here, literally, that if you heard it outside the Steppers community, you'll think, oh, that's a nice old song. You won't think twice about it, but you don't understand the soul and the flavor that go into that song when you on the wood in Chicago with your people. Man, it's
Oh, no
amazing.
doubt. I mean, when you somewhere else, somebody first thing they'll say that, oh, they from Chicago. You go somewhere and you dance on the floor, oh, they from Chicago.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We don't do that. You know, not
Right.
enough of us
Right.
do that down here.
You know,
so you
just-
stand out. You know.
If you think about in one of the like an odd song, like Mother's Finest, I can't believe. If you heard that anywhere in the world, you'll think, oh, that's from that's old school. That's old song. You don't think nothing about it. But put that on at a set
Right.
at the right time and watch the floor. Man, listen. Just as strange as that is, and it's how so off beat, off kilter it would seem. But I'm just using that one song as an example because there are several like that in the Steppers world, that's huge. It don't mean nothing nowhere else. Not really.
Yeah. I mean, thinking about, like you said, you mentioned the Visions in Brownstone. DJ Dan Fielders, his brother E-Way, them brothers right there. And I shout out to them because they was from the flow up. You know what I'm saying? And Dan played some good music. E-Way down in Atlanta played some good music, man. Can't forget my man Sharon Max down there. I got Sharon Max. I got to shout out to my man Sharon Max. Ronnie B. Man, congratulations, man, on the wedding.
I know.
Oh man, yeah.
I was invited too.
We were too. We weren't able to make
out.
it, and we apologize profusely.
Oh yeah, man, it was a beautiful
Susu
thing.
Watson say, "Mother's finest, Cabrini Green gal." Oh, I see you, Susu.
Look at him. Oh, that's Susu.
Yeah,
yeah. Susu, old school dungeon.
no doubt.
Old school dungeon. She's get down with my brother.
See,
yeah, she old school dungeon. That's my girl.
Man,
yeah.
the music is critically important, man, and you know, I would just really love if. Now, I tell you what, Angie Fain. Let me give a shout out to Angie.
Shout out to Angie Fain. No
she
doubt.
had done a series where she had done classes, her and I believe it was either Keith, was it Keith Hubbard? I think it was Keith she was working with.
No,
they were
it was
doing
Tick, I thought.
What was it, Tick? It might have been Tick, man.
Tick.
I know she works real closely with both of them.
He called me last week, yeah.
Yeah, and she did this series, it's on YouTube, and one of the parts of it, it's like a 5-part series, and in one of those parts of those series, they talk about the music and they talk about the necessity of the music in the dance. And I think that more stuff like that needs to be made present for the people who are, you know, newly into the dance. I just think that these lessons need to be brought forward because you know, when you live outside of Chicago and you're around some of these other people that are coming into the dance, you know, you hear one statement that you hear an awful lot. And this comes from people who don't even necessarily know each other. But you hear people say, well, why do I need to? I just want to dance. And they really don't grasp how much deeper this really goes. It ain't just about 8 steps. There's a whole lot more to this. Man,
it's a whole culture, man. We didn't even mention Pete Frazier. It's a whole culture, man. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's got to be a brick in the wall. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know, a real brick.
Yep.
A real brick. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's got to, you know, be a real brick in the wall and keep this thing going, man. I mean, I love it. You know what I'm saying?
That's it right there. All right. Well, man, listen, it has been fantastic having you, brother. If you got anything you want to lead the people with, you got something coming up we can look forward to? What you got
brand new music with my girl Lena.
Oh, wow.
Remember Lena used to have Smooth?
Yeah, that's a hot cut,
Lena,
man.
Yeah, Lena, shout out to Lena. As a matter of fact, my condolences because she just lost her father, but she's out in Cali. And I got a new album coming out, Lena. Can't forget my man Rockwell Hallman.
Right. Okay.
Rockwell Hallman. Me and Ronnie B got music.
That's what's
up. Who else we got music with? Let me see who down here.
Well, while you figuring that out, in the meantime, all I'm gonna say is put my name on the list.
Yeah.
I need to be on that list.
Let me play the joint before we leave.
Do the thing.
Respect on it, cause somebody want to hear. Somebody want to hear. Just look at that's my phone. Somebody calling me. Let's play a little bit of that respect on it, man, because for everybody out here, man, I want to thank everybody for supporting Marky G music. And y'all keep dancing, man. I'm a part of the culture, and I'm right here. I'm right here in Chicago.
There it is. Respect on it, boy.
Y'all gonna put some respect on my name.
Oh, yeah.
Live from the headquarters with DJ Marky G.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we get some thumbs up?
Thumbs up, some likes.
That's right. Thumbs up for Marky
All
G,
the ladies
y'all.
that get down on this joint. Shout to my man, Tony Lane.
Oh,
He got one of the remixes that you can't get.
Yeah. Tony Lane, my man. I saw him yesterday. We saw him, yesterday.
Yeah.
We saw him yesterday at the 50. Shout out to Tony Lane.
Shout out to Tony
and
Lane.
Stephen
That's
George.
my man in 40 grand. I know how he do.
Yeah. Yeah, him and Stephen George was in there and doing their thing, man. And they got it in, too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Who else I left out, man? But it's been a pleasing pleasure, man. And I really want to thank you, man, for your
we gotta
platform,
do this
man.
again, brother.
This
You know, I'm about to
man.
keep up with you, man. We got to get it in another time too, man. You know, this is not a one-off.
Oh yeah, let me turn this down. So.
No, you good, bro.
Yeah, man. I just wanted to play a little bit of that, but once again, if you look at my shirt, it says Neighborhood Superstar.
I was gonna ask you about that shirt, man. Who where you get that
This
from?
is
I
my
like
line.
that.
This is my line.
Well,
Neighborhood Superstar.
Well, I'm gonna have to order a couple of them from you because I like that.
Absolutely, because that's who I am.
I want a couple of them. I'm gonna rock me some Neighborhood Superstar shirts.
I'm a Neighborhood Superstar. I ain't left the hood. I'm still here with
There
my
you go.
people.
So look,
man.
when y'all see me on the set and I ain't wearing an Inside Stepper t-shirt, I'm gonna have on a Neighborhood Superstar t-shirt now.
Neighborhood Superstar, man.
That's what's happening. Well, look, man, listen, we appreciate you coming through, bro.
Appreciate it.
You can hang around if you like. I'm gonna give a couple of I'm gonna read off a couple of these flyers.
Okay.
For these upcoming events. So if you are in the city, y'all, in Chicago, that is, there is it's called the Dungeon, Perv's House, Burning Spear, Kingman's Club, Ridgeland Club, and What's Poppin' Reunion.
That's
Sunday, July 2nd.
Yeah, baby.
DJ Sam Chapman and Luther Cage will be on the ones and twos.
The
Y'all,
Godfathers.
it's
the
going
Godfather.
down that day there. Willie Bell and the 70s group, Larry Joe, Linda Faye, Taboo, and J. Minor Allen. It is going down. That's at 6351.
Minor Allen, Mayor, 79th Street.
Yes, sir. 6351 South Cottage Grove, y'all, at the Fabulous Grand Ballroom. It's going to be 5 until. So y'all get ready for that. That's this weekend coming up, y'all. That's going to be going on. I wanted to come back home this weekend because I want to see the NASCAR race. Shoot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and also
Yeah,
before we get too much further into this, let me give a shout out to my daughter and her new fiance. We were home for their engagement party this weekend. Congratulations. So next October, there you go. Thank you.
Yeah, I got the bells and whistles.
Next October, we will be at home for my daughter's big day, and I'm looking forward to that because I'm very happy for them and very proud of her choice and his choice and all of the moves that they making. So I'm making that public so they understand Daddy love them. We got the After 7 production experience, the White Party, an evening of stepping in line dancing and house, Saturday, July 8th from 7 until.
I need to be at that one.
See there? At the Grand Ballroom, y'all, 6351 South Cottage Grove. You got to check it out. It's going down. That's going to be a good set. Then we have Stepping Under the Stars. Is back a part of the Chicago Steppers Classic weekend. Midway Placings, 59th and Woodlawn. Let's see. Bring your own lawn chairs and coolers. Legendary DJ Sam Chapman and DJ Cross. Live entertainment. Hosted by Irie Israel. Maria Pappas and Ken Bedford.
Cat in the Hat.
Yes, sir. Cat in the Hat will be in the building.
Let's see. One.
Yeah, that's going to be nice. It's an outside event.
So that's all. That's July 2nd, July what? It's a whole nother week. Need to be home July 8th.
Right.
July
I just
7th.
need to move home. That's what that's what it's looking like. And
Man,
then
you move home, man. You move home, man. You better stay where you at, man.
all right, I ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna be able to do it, you know. Now for those of you for the month of July, Inside Stepping's next event is gonna be Stepping in Huntsville, y'all. Get ready for that. There is going to be a steppers contest. They're gonna be doing line dancing and old school, of course. That's Trina Allure, my man Mark Cravens, and Kevin. The Phenom will be in the building doing instruction. That'll be Drew. Sherry Gordon coming through. Mark, of course, Majestic Gents. And the Drops will be in the house. Bridget and Kirk coming through. We had fun. They hung out with us this weekend, too. DJ Samsonite will be on the ones and twos. And DJ Pony Mac with the custom
Pony
step.
Mac.
Yes, sir.
Pony Mac.
DJ T-Time will also be making it happen as
One of the bad girls down there in ATL, ain't she?
Yes, sir. They be getting it in. Well, you know, that ATL clique, they real tight with the Alabama side. You know, they do a lot of things together. They travel back and forth quite a bit over there.
It's only, a couple hours away from each other, right?
Yeah, just a couple hours away. Also, let me not forget to mention the 7th annual Crush and Cream. My man Ted the Boss down there in Tiny Rock, Arkansas. I like to call it Tiny Rock, but it's Little Rock. Stepping Around the World presents 7th annual Crush and Cream. So we'll be down there for that. That is August 10th through the 13th of 2023. Didn't I just ask you the other day what we was doing in August? You said you didn't know.
I was
See how you do me? See,
he asked me after going out 7 days. I don't remember.
Now the guest instructors for that event gonna be Sean Ballantyne and Hunter, Kevin Dockery, Carla Hart, and Ted the Boss Williams. And the musical engineers are going to be Eric E.T. Taylor, who we also hung out with this week in the 50. Myron R., who we also hung out with this week. DJ Fly Diva, Pony Mac, Daryl Smooth Greenwood, and DJ Randy E. And, of course, I will be broadcasting.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be broadcasting, and Lamont Watts of Club Steppin' will also be in the building doing his live simulcast with the radio station down there.
Now, the color is orange for that weekend, so bring your orange.
Orange for Crush and Cream this year. Now, the other event that we will be attending right after the world's largest, because we will be and matter of fact, your man, the ambassador, Kevin Nevels, he's going to co-host with me again this year doing the world's largest. So we're going to get that in. Now, Denim and Diamonds 2023, y'all. Imperial Steppers out of Bloomington, Minnesota. We're going to be doing the thing September 28th, 29th, and 30th. Mall of America. This is going to be a fantastic set. It is a very classy event. It's always a good one. And by the way, there is $1,500 in cash for the men's best dress contest. First, second, and third place winners. So, fellas, you know what to do. Get down there to the tailor and get your maids.
That means all the Chicago men are coming, ladies, because Chicago men like to dress. So
they coming through with the maids, you dig?
Tailor maids.
They said, let me get down there and go on and win that money.
Yes, sir. You know how they do. They coming
through. We gonna
through.
show up and show out.
That's
they
right.
gonna show up and they gonna show out. And then, of course, let me not forget, and I would be completely remiss if I didn't mention Texas Heat. That is one of my most favorite events for the year, and we will be in the building. That is the first weekend of October in Houston, Texas, and it is a competition, and the prizes range. What is it like? The total purse is something like $10,000 or $12,000. So yeah,
I think it's $10,000.
Yeah, it's like a $10,000 purse down there
for
all the events. Yeah. And last year we had a fantastic time, and I'm gonna just tell y'all. My two favorite parts of that event, number one, of course, is the pool party, because I am the pool party host, and I will be your musical engineer for that part of the event, along with broadcasting live. Let me also say, the 70s party, y'all. I'm telling you right now, you want to have some fun at a stepper set, show up at Texas Heat with your 70s gear, your bell bottoms, your platforms, your afro wigs, whatever you need to do. You need to be at this joker, because I'm telling y'all right now, I ain't had so much fun in a stepper set in a long
it's crazy.
time.
The Friday part, I don't know why it's
Off the chain.
Yeah, it's really nice. Really
It's
nice.
off the chain, man. We have so much fun, and the contest is always good because what I really love about the contest is that while everybody, you know, we know about the world's largest, and we know about all the other contests around that happen around the country, but this thing is a fresh dynamic to the contest version of what we do. The reason why is because there are people who show up at this contest that may feel intimidated or they don't want to be on the stage at the world's largest for whatever reason. But I promise you, this is a great, great event.
But it's weird. It's still some of the same judges from the world largest, but for whatever reason, it takes.
But you have a
you're
different.
You're not as intimidated.
You got a different dynamic of contestants, though. Think about it.
Yeah,
you have people who will compete at this, but they won't go to the world's largest.
Yeah, I know.
And I think that it's great for people who are attempting to move up into the, I don't want to say upper echelons of, you know, competition, but everybody knows that, of course, the world's largest is the big stage.
It's the Mecca.
But this stage is fast becoming equally as great. And this is only, what, the third one?
Yes, this is number
And the cool part about it is the fact that, again, you see people who really can dance. And it's kind of like Marky G, you know, it's kind of like how we do with the DJ thing. You know, it's a lot of really good DJs out there that don't get a shot or they're not put in front of the right people. So it's kind of the same thing with this contest.
I agree with you. I think they should change it up sometime.
Yeah, you know, and a lot of DJs, there's a lot of really good DJs, they just don't get the airtime for various reasons. Some of them just are bad business people and they, you know, rub people the wrong daggone way. They might be a good DJ, but you know, you gotta be like a triple threat. You know, you gotta have a good personality, you gotta be able to make the music do what it do, and you just gotta be an all around, you know, likable, you know, guy.
Yeah, but they should get a chance though.
Yeah, everybody should get their shot. But you know, people aren't quick to because, you know, of course they get these, you know, they make these tickets and, you know, they want names on there that's going to attract people. But at some point, you know, the guard has to shift, like you said.
Some people want different DJs though sometimes.
Well, I give credit to, for example, Antonita out there in Vegas. Her and Stretch are real quick to use DJs that people don't generally use on their sets. I think that's a good thing. I think more people should, you know, maybe try that. But you got to be careful. Yeah. Because there's some people out there. I've seen some DJs with their ass on their shoulders and they wasn't worth their salt. So
no, or they just not.
Nah, I'm keeping it 100. Listen,
they just playing music,
and that mean they don't know what they doing and they don't need to be playing. That's all I'm saying.
No, that's not true. They can be playing. They good DJs, just maybe.
It's not true. Party. It's just like with these damn instructors. You got people out here call themselves instructors. They ain't got no business teaching nobody nothing about this dance. About that no more. Why? You don't like? See, she don't like it when I start getting down on people. But hey, I'm keeping it 100, like I always have and I always will on this show. The people who watch this show depend on us to get them the truth.
Okay, well, you've repeated that one several times. We don't need to hear it today.
It need to be driven home.
I think they got.
How many times you need to hear something before it sink in? What is it, 7?
You said it over 7 times. We good.
She don't like it when I'm like this. Anyway.
Oh, I have a question.
Bleeding heart. What you got to say? Bleeding heart.
Well, if someone wanted to buy your T-shirt, how do they get in contact with you?
Oh yeah.
And how much are the shirts? Or do you want to tell the price on it?
You can the T-shirts are $25.
Okay.
You can go to YouTube or you can go to Instagram, DJ Marky G, the producer, and I'm on Facebook with a new Facebook page, Marky G Get Down. So, but YouTube and Instagram would be the place that you could go on there and find the T-shirts.
Give us the YouTube and the Instagram one more time.
Instagram, DJ Marky G, Chi-Town producer.
Okay. All right, y'all heard it.
Marky G Get Down on Facebook, and it's DJ Marky G, MARKEY G on YouTube.
Okay, thank you.
And if y'all missed that, you can always go back and rewind this on YouTube. Just go back to YouTube and go back to this point in the game and check it out.
Brian, how you like that mic, man?
Oh, this one.
Ready to say something about his.
Oh, I love my mic. Yeah, I'm in love with this joker right here.
And y'all
Ryan, I be doing those movies. previously on Power.
Right. It make you do that, won't it?
So you a
Yeah,
gadget
still
guy
right.
too, because I see you moving them cameras around.
Man, look, she be over here. Look, I be trying to get a new piece of equipment in the studio. She like, why you keep buying stuff? What you need that for? Oh man, I be catching it, bro. I be catching it.
Hey,
Oh yeah. Well,
I'm
you got
being-
it. You got to keep moving, man.
I'm being nosy. In the back to your left shoulder, what is that the wheel? It's like a film thing, or
Oh. Let me show you that. I'm just showing you how old school.
That's a
let me
reel to
see.
reel,
That's
baby.
right.
That's the
Okay.
real to real
For the
there.
music.
See, we old school over
Yeah.
here.
Look, that's the first
Let me
CD.
show that.
Wait a minute, when is your birthday?
My birthday, June 23rd.
Okay, so what is that? Cancer?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was checking to make sure you wasn't no Virgo. Yeah,
Since
so
you had to have all the gadgets.
so happy belated birthday, brother.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, you like me, man. I got stuff everywhere, Jack. I just
Are you in the basement?
No, I'm in the studio.
Okay.
But it's on the upper level. It's on the upper level.
Hey man, you got these women they get talking crazy, man. You got to watch them.
I was just wondering, Chicago basements is a thing. I didn't know it could be.
Oh yeah. Well, we gotta have our basements. Got to stay cool in the summer.
That's
That
right.
part right there, for sure. Well, listen, DJ Marky G, man. Listen, I want to tell you that I appreciate you coming through. Bruce Palmore in the building. I see you, Bruce. Thank you for checking in. I want to tell you, man, it's an honor to have you on the show, and I appreciate the information. I appreciate the dialogue, and I look forward to us building in the future, my brother.
Oh, no doubt, man. Like I say, once again, man, I want to thank you for the platform, man. Continue to do what you're doing, man, because we need the platform, keep the culture going on the steppers, and just it's a place, man, for you to get open, man, and share your thoughts, man. You know.
Yeah. That's what's
Happy,
happening.
thank you for coming on. I appreciate you coming out, sitting in on the interview as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, producer lady.
Thank you. I appreciate you. We were excited. I'm like, oh, he's gonna be on the show, yay!
Yeah, man.
Shout out to my man Nev, because he made it happen. So
Yes.
You know,
Shout out to the ambassador for this one. Hey, and look, so now, just so you know, now when I play your songs, it's gonna have even more flavor for me. So
actually,
yeah. That's
no
what's
doubt.
up. All right, man. Listen, we appreciate you, brother. Have yourself a wonderful evening.
All right, man. I love
We
y'all,
gonna
man.
talk real
Peace,
soon.
man. Peace and light. Yep,
Peace, family. All
Thank
right.
you.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was my man, Marky G, one of the baddest producers of stepping music out here, and really, I think underrated. I don't think he gets enough props. I'm just saying.
I think he gets the props, just everybody just didn't know, the face with the music.
Huh. Okay.
And somebody asked him, do we know who?
Sada.
Oh yeah, we know Sada. I guess we were supposed to be asking.
Yeah. I'm sorry we missed that. Yeah, it was John
Marky
What's up,
is
John? I
probably
see you, brother.
listening, so you can answer that question.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good DJ also from the neighborhood.
Yep. Yeah, so man, this has been a really good show. And I appreciate all y'all for hanging out and tuning in. Let me close by saying this here. Oh, shout out to Tory Jones as well. Let me also mention that brother, because we had a really good conversation this weekend, really candid. And I just enjoyed the dialogue. I like it when I get an opportunity to not be necessarily on the set and fellowshipping with people around this community and just having conversations and talking, understanding who we are individually outside of being on that dance floor. That is so very important, and many of you would do yourself a great service just by spending a little bit of time around some of the people in the game off the dance floor, because there's some really good people in this community with all kinds of skills and all kinds of knowledge. You'd be amazed, actually.
And business that you can support.
Yes, and businesses, because I'm very excited about Charles's Tequila Paris.
I'm not even a tequila person.
And I'm not even a tequila person. So yeah, that's my point,
Yeah.
So shout out to him for that. Let me say thank you, Chicago. Even though I'm from there, I'm family. the love we felt this week being home was amazing. I don't know how many ways I can express that, or
it's like not enough words.
there's really not enough words to express the love that was shown to us at home this week. And man, I love y'all for real.
And it's sorry for the places we could not make it.
Yeah,
to.
for the people's sets that we didn't.
Only one of us.
Right, y'all just understand.
We just couldn't do it.
We could not make everybody's set, and it became apparent. What, about 3 days in, we just weren't gonna be able to make everything. It's just not possible. So we hit places. Like if it was someplace that we normally go, we decided not to go there and go someplace that we don't normally go. So that's kind of how that went. But overall, I had a blast. I mean, I straight forgot about everything else that was going on.
I know.
And we had a lot to do, and we got it all mostly done. And we got showed a lot of love, and we tried to show as much love in return. Cause like I said, it's always good to see my CVS family, C4L. They came out. Yeah, they came out when nice. I played the 50 on Saturday. They came out and hung out with me. We got it in. And we broadcasted live, man. Shout out to DJ Calvin for making that happen and putting us in the game over there. For the first time in the history, we were able to broadcast live from the 50-yard line. That was a fantastic thing.
My daddy would be so proud. That was his spot.
And so, with everything else that went on, shout out to shit.
I know. Don't even do it.
I'm getting sleepy.
Thank you, Chicago.
Right, because if I start naming names, I'm gonna have to go down a rabbit hole. Y'all, man, I love y'all. So with that said, it's time to get on down with a frown. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss nothing here. Ba-doom. Yep, I think we hit everything. All right. So with that said, y'all, I want everybody to have a good night, and we're gonna see y'all again very soon, particularly on the wood. But July. We will be in Huntsville, Alabama.
And I will be posting more videos and photos of the weekend in the Inside Stepping group.
Yeah.
And if anybody wants any T-shirts or towels, you can inbox us.
And shout out to Scorpio, too. Because that dude would not stop dancing.
Oh,
I
yeah.
I gotta give Scorpio his props. That
Always
brother.
a good dancer, Mr. Scorpio.
Yeah. We gotta. Y'all check out Poppy's video, Dance with Scorpio. She had a real good time with that one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I want everybody to have yourselves a great night. We are going to get something to eat because I am about to.
You already ate dinner. Don't start that again.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Man, you better make me something to eat. You better quit playing.
It's bedtime. Good night.
Yeah, okay.
Love you guys. Thank you.
Whatever. Good night, everybody.
No damn dinner for you.
Man, you better quit playing with me, Jack.
Ate already.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are not necessarily those of its host, Urban Arts Enterprises, its advertisers, or affiliates, and are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.